Hey everybody, this is Steven. I could call myself the Key Game, and we are back at Doki Doki Literature Club Plus with the weird goofy music with this that came from the side story for 4 parts. We only got like 2 to go. I'm not sure there still might be more to this, but anyways, the only last time we know this story, the other side story is involved with Sayori and Natsuki, and now I said that's kind of really interesting enough. Like Sayori to try and be friends with Natsuki, like try and get in touch with something, but Natsuki is like she's been like I don't know, like a bit too much, like getting close or something. I don't know. Maybe she's having like problem to deal like with her true feelings or whatever. But anyways, everything been worked things out for a little bit, and I also have like another mail from the Mia Vorte, something about like side stories. I'm not sure it's like really relevant, even if it's not like emphasis before what the description says in the side story, like it's unrelated to the main game. So I'm not sure, because it sounds to me, it looks like it's really relevant, or is there any connection? Because there's something to do like experiment for all the 4 girls, and I'm not sure why. Is it called like a VM? It's like virtual machines. There's something that I don't understand what those people trying to do exactly. I know the fact this is just like how made up the story works. It's like how creative how story was, for how those 4 girls was actually like some kind of like test subjects to how the stuff works. So yeah, but there's a lot I don't understand much, but the only way you can do it is just go along with it, and maybe there's something more in the side stories as well, which I'm still on the true ending route when they're trying to get hanging all the girls together. But I think we need to get like further as I can, but I also need to know, because even from the pictures, almost like down at the end, it's like there's like 4 of them left. I really hope there's something like new stuff here, and there was like 4 of the side stories, like 2 to go. But I'm not sure there's something like there's more out here. That's like when about at the end of the side stories. Don't know. There's a lot that I don't know much exactly. Like I'm not sure how long it will last exactly. So, anyways, we'll better go back to the main game and continue with proceeding from the doing hangout girls more often, and maybe sometimes at the like I still hang out with Yuri. So yeah. I still got a lot to involve with Yuri, since I'm not sure how long it will last exactly, so yeah. And maybe by the time what happens, I will restart it like back from the very beginning and hang out with Natsuki, so I could do that as well. Back there, so it can't unlock it from the side stories. I said it was on like for the first 2 poems that I had to write, so that's the only way I could do it. So, anyways, Graveyard, Judgment, Analysis. She's Mike's Martins. Horror. She like horror a lot. Embrace. Sayori like Embrace as well. Maybe how much time I can't even like get like a perfect something, because there's an achievement for like if you get like all words are the same for one of the girls you already had using, you get an achievement for that. So ambient and uncontrollable and nightgown. Let's get like nightgown. Because it's a pajamas, is it? Okay. Lust. Rot. Doesn't like naming the sins or something. Okay. Heavascent and grief. So I like grief as well. Oh. What will happen for holidays? Will it trigger some kind of like an Easter egg something? Massacre, Determination, Destiny? Okay, so you like Destiny. Determination, and electricity. So you like electricity, is it? No, you're like electricity. Okay. Tragedy? So you like tragedy as well? What is wrong with you? Okay. We'll just get skip. But sometimes it just like load a little bit, like I'm not sure how it works exactly, so but I forgot to point this, and like when I try to hang out with Sayori more, but she's like, don't worry, you go hang out with the other girls as well. But sometimes it might be changes for a little bit if I have like a most poems I like talk to them, so maybe I should ask Martha if she knows anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Tilly Punch Marka, yeah. It's just the same thing as before. I'm just gonna make sure. I don't wanna like mess up and skip and everything. Just making sure if something happens. Suddenly, I noticed Yuri peering at me from over her book. Okay, it's something because I wrote lots about Yuri. But she looks away just as quickly with the flushed look on her face. I realized that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I had no choice but to approach her myself. Okay, I'm not sure. It just cut in the music for like a second, I'm not sure why, so it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up on my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Alas, you didn't even do anything. Not like you're like an eye or something. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share it in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who will find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then we'll be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Of course, you gotta keep telling about how Sayori was acting like this. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry! Are you thinking in the wrong hand or something, Yuri? Because that's not how it sounds like it. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time. That's all. Ah, I see. That perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Stephen, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Of course. I mean, she's like a best friend and all. I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gently and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, make uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. It is what it is, what did they say? Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone! After some time passed, Monica calls out to the club room. All because I read books with Yuri. Before knowing it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Like always. I really hope so, so let's go share with Yuri first. Steven, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you shown me has been nothing short of a speculator. A speculator, is that what you said? I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it even ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feels... I'm so glad. I got a chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. Even though you're still embarrassed like always. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even share it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well... Yuri smiles sadly. Oh, they're gonna do us like the feeling music again. Steven, during lunchtime, I ate by myself. Oh, we just can't have like a backstory then? Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Anyone, whoever asked you about that? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Steven. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. Is that the only thing you ever did? You never like talked to anyone else? I mean, after having like on Act 2, you were gone really crazy, trying to cling onto me very much. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I hadn't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Steven. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you always treat me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. Not like fall in love with me? I see. Well, I'll treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined the club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Ye puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Back in the music then. Goes Under the Light, Part 2. Wait, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He stepped into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. Heart pounds. He raises his arms. Time stops. Oh my god, that's really dark, isn't it? The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warm before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Okay. Finish the poem. I start to hand it back to Yuri. Instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how to I should respond. It's like really it's like amazing handwriting there, but it's like totally blew my mind. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you share it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. Are you saying you want me to keep it? You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. But don't you want to share the others as well? You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. He finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me. And I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Yeah, let everyone know that I kept the poem with me from Yuri, so... But I'm not sure what I want to do with Sayori, because Sayori's gonna go share me one, so... Come on, I'm not gonna tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
Oh my god, Sayori, why are you always like that?
Probably Yuri.
How do you know about Yuri a lot much, Sayori? Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy.
But I don't like to see you, like, feeling down from the inside.
And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Steven.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little bit tired today.
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tomonaga wasn't feeling well, okay? See you tomorrow!
Before I can say anything else, so I cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Yeah, she just left. That's all this. I mean, it's really strange enough, but like, new dialogues has been changed. It's like, Sayori, I really care about you at all. And when Natsuki is not gonna like it.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, pretty sure she's not gonna share with me. And you didn't even... Next! That's it. That's a quick second. Of course, Monica on the other hand, I don't think she's not gonna worry about, so... Of course, now they gotta do it with the stuff at festivals. Of course, have a long talk. Now, what did you gonna go along with Yuri then? Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So, you'll be helping Yuri then, Steven?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, were you able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I always said it would be fine. Okay.
If we could tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour, like always. So, is that everything we need to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be a right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Steven?
Me? I guess you could say that. I'm interested to see how it turned out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki!
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
You were saying sorry because I was chosen with Yuri. Maybe that's why. They said they with Yuri.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
You anxiously glanced between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Steven picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They go really well with my tea. Nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So... I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden? I know. I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I say something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. But she always has trouble with words. Trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of it, nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yay! I hope to see everyone do your best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I set up all Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. But this time they gotta stay with Yuri, right? Eh? I turn around.
Sorry, I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Does anyone have their own phones? I'm more curious at what their phone would look like. Maybe it's kind of like an iPhone or something. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that'll be the best way. Yes.
Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Eh? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
Why? You want to try to take something else from me? Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it shouldn't matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope so.
I hope I manage to make
myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Steven. I think that will make a very productive team. If you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait! You don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reasons you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting one reason with the most common sense. Wait, is that what you said? Yeah, that's you said what I said. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking it, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looked straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally said that and relaxed her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I'll make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. Yep. But now we're just gonna skip and hope I'm not gonna stop at this point when I get to my house, so yeah. Damn it. I didn't even like press them like that fast. I didn't even save. That totally messed things up. That's what happens if you like press it like that fast. I wonder if it's just like it's an auto forward time, so can I even make it slower? I'm gonna need to load back again because I'm passed through the dialogues all over again, and because I wasn't supposed to be like this. And of course, I had to start over my poem again. Yeah, come over, but I get to the point for like back to my house. Let's approach my house. I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
Okay, finally got to the point because we've been skipping a lot. So don't mind me. So you're a little early. Sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true.
Are you not with texting?
I think that for some reason,
it should be common sense to do that. But I said I didn't ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I'll see you about a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I shall be fine.
I take Yuri to my room, which is kind of interesting. But it's not like compared to like Sayori's, is it? I wonder what the full details of the protagonist's bedroom will be, what the whole room would be look like. The first thing she does is glint around curiosity, which makes me feel anxious. Now about to steal something.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so
that's very considerate of you to do.
No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in here! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Why, is that a full collection of manga I having?
I'm sorry. I was thinking for some reason.
Yeah, you're about to steal something from me, aren't you, Yuri? Because you're still a crazy person. From the inside.
I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her laps, as if she's making sure keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancement.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know,
moonlighting aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you're planning on taking it that far. I mean, it's more like make this like relaxation or something. I think that's what it does, right?
Of course, I'm going to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're really a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, no. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy.
Yeah, I don't need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
You rummaged through her bag. Like how much stuff you have in there? She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the window in black paper and use the candle to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. As long as I make a fire. What's the wooden thing though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, it can change the mood of the air itself. It can even feel penetrate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the button. In just a moment, a thin rain of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. It's like a spray or something. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and help you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily.
Like yours, Yuri.
Don't you think that it will be perfect for sharing the poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What would those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom.
So you just like see the random words?
Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It will also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you've been so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little tense, I should put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks.
Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us?
Or maybe the excitement she feels when sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Steven. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, do my best to match my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Like how long will it gonna be? Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife, which is her own knife, I presume. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has a tight pattern of waves etches into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each your own, you know? If you promise you won't be weird out. If you promise you won't be out. Yes, yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is... I'm kind of into knives.
Would you have a tons of knife collection, about 100 of it?
They're just... so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger. Maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm laughing at you. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. You carefully hands me the knife, with the handle face me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get the knife like this? Curious of the sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow!
Steven! Why did you do that?
That's the sharpest knife. How do you expect it to happen? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touch it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper.
Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it, noticeably fidgets. If you squeamish it, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wounds. Okay, it's getting really weirder like always. I feel her tongue curled around my finger. Startled, I instantly pull my hand back.
Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
You're always thinking it too much, Yuri. You want me that much? You say you want like a cut, a skin crawl open, or cut wounds or something. I don't know. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up.
Yuri, that's the most embarrassing I ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure was a little weird. It took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I'll take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Like, make it even.
Steven! Did you really just do that?
Now, we're even. You would just look at me like I did something wrong. I know that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Steven.
Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandage?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's neck cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Sure, go one step away soon. After we finish to attach the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected. It will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tape tablets.
The paint tablets, like the one of those things that children used to play with, write with. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
I don't like the way it's diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on the plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unroll her sleeve, pulling it back over her arms. She's cutting herself with her own knife. That's what she's trying to hide her own sleeves, like she didn't want to let him see her wound. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Because of the sweater, obviously. I mean, no wonder why she's wearing her long sleeve sweat vest. Because she just hide a wound from on her arms, right?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismissed me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint an gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it's dried, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you going to write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite side so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on the banner with the watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't even mean that at all. I mean, it just feels like we're being kids again. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stopped painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
Honey, I understand.
Yuri leans over the banners to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into her.
Yeah! Sorry!
Yuri rears back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault.
Ah, your face! It got covered in paint. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you.
Sorry, it's totally my fault.
I'll get a towel around rain. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. It's so weird. It's like seeing this image here. It's like, is this some kind of like sexuality or something? But also, I don't see hair paint anywhere on her face. I don't know. I mean, that's how it goes. So I pat on Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. I finish. I start to retrace my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait, just for a little longer.
Okay, don't make like weird things, are we?
Feels really nice.
I keep my hand stand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's a tensely expression I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she is lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it a hormonal adjustment no longer giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
You keep saying I'm spaced out, like always. It's fine. The moment's over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But movement seems clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. Yeah, let's just gonna forget what just happened we just did. I have to retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with the white dots that looks like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's a very pretty natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true.
But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I could do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
You think so?
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there will be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Getting all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out of the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can't do this again. Whenever you want, you could come over or we could go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, you simply smile bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Steven.
Yuri takes it closer to me. They briefly squeeze my hand.
I kinda like that about you.
Okay, you don't get something really crazy, and I'm about to lose my eyes, so I'm like eyesight or something. I mean, it's not ellipsy or something.
Well,
how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pokes back.
Sayori!
Eh?
Hi, Steven!
Sayori! Just now we went...
It's okay, Steven. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Aw, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course!
Sayori beans. Yes, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly bears, Yuri for his song. And that's it. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Well, I guess it's part of the convention and everything, so... Yeah, make sure you mess this up, so... It would be weird if we were like, you'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. When you need most is for things to be like, they've always been. And don't get me wrong, if you're saying like, how could you do this to Sayori? I mean, I love her from the very start, okay? Because I still like her very much. I'm just curious. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forced a smile to her incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like? To get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori!
It's okay. It's just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here.
That's why she said for like, that at the end said there was no happiness in the Literature Club.
Just so I could get the answer I need to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Steven. I trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knee. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder. They flashed me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Man, she ran that fast. Sayori! I left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more than I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori to her feelings, and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having that much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can confront her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Yeah, you leave her to dead. So this is almost like at the end of the first act, so I think we're almost hours up, so we'll just like go return back to desktop. Like another mail? Huh. Lib Musai. Lib? Not referred to the library. Characters discrepancies. Character discrepancies is referring to 4 girls. And this is like almost like between those two. Like the same month but different days, even in the same year. So what this one says. Having run the control simulation for a while, it's evident that a certain character is missing from any mention or appearance. Certain characters is missing from any mention or appearance? Is it the protagonist? This makes me speculate that Monika's memory is less clumsy than we think, because she would have had to manufacture this character herself as a way of forcing interaction between her and the user. Okay, the certain character we're referring to is protagonist, right? Could that be why the characters has such limited and dishonest personality traits? Or am I reading too much into this? I'll open an issue to start tracking info and the observation on the anomaly of this character appearing. I'm pretty sure one of those character referring to. I thought for sure the character. We'll talk about those 4 girls, but no, they're saying the certain character is missing. She, like, you're referring to like the protagonist as well. Well, they're really strange. I'm not sure why. It's just something different. Like it's something about protagonists don't even control their own feelings, or something, or just based on how the computer works. She's the engineer. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure whose desktop I'm in exactly. Well, it's more like I'm a random person or something. Anyway, I gotta bring in the music. I can't do it without any music. I got new pictures right here, so this is part of Yuri's, right? Yuri's special poem, acquired by writing all 3 poems for her. Yeah, that must be it then. I'm just gonna make sure like there's nothing like weird things happen. There's gonna be a lot of poems I've been going through. And of course, there's Yuri's picture. The help of his preparations, everything. And of course, this is my bedroom. Guess what it is. So I wonder what's the last one then. Oh. Excuse me? A rough concept sketch of what the faceless protagonist might have looked like if he was a real character. But by email communication. Oh, is that what the character will look like? I thought for sure. I mean, everybody else would do something like a fan-made protagonist because we don't even know what they look like. But like it says, providing email communications. Oh, because I got the email says something about like certain characters or something. But that got me something interesting. Like we don't even know what the protagonist will look like, but if it look like this, that would be very interesting. But that character looks like something I know. Oh well, I think that's all we're gonna have. And how much data I have? 67. Wow, a lot of data really. And of course, there's the happy thoughts thing, like as always. I'm not sure there's a kind of secret for that as well. So anyway, I'm pretty sure that's all we're gonna have for this part. But there's no side story here. But we only got like one thing. It was a guy with me. I found this one is about for like characters discrepancy. Like they're referring to the protagonist, which I'm not sure if something is like, is it really relevant or something? It's gonna be weird. We couldn't even know what the protagonist would look like exactly. So yeah. But anyways, I'll come back again for some more. And if there's something might be more to it, I don't know. Sometimes I have to like cut through things and everything to make it shorter or something like that. But I really wish I'm gonna like keep going or something, or I don't know. There's no side story for that part yet. Plus I don't have much time left, so I'll just keep on going. Even if it takes like forever trying to finish it. Even I want to like when I want to finish it, like all the true endings and all that, I want to get back to my normal schedule. Because I don't want to waste any more time for like playing around for a bit. I mean, it happens like if you when a game comes to release, I have to play immediately. So I better do this as fast as possible. But I can't even do it much because I don't know much like if I have enough time left. So, anyways, that'd be much it for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. If you like this video, hit that like button too. Light them up. Watch the videos or check out if you can subscribe. Until then. I'll see you guys next time. Later!